Hello everyone and welcome back to DevPortal, your go-to channel for mastering database and PostgreSQL concepts. In today's video, we are diving into aggregate functions in SQL. These will help you to summarize and analyze your data effectively, whether you are calculating totals, average or counts. Aggregate functions are must known for any database developers. So let's jump right in. First, let's try to understand what are aggregate functions. Aggregate functions are SQL operations that perform calculation on multiple rows of data and return a single value. They are essential for summarizing data in reports, dashboard and data analysis. Some common aggregate functions are sum that will help us to calculate the total of a numeric column. Then we have average to find the average value of a numeric column. Then count will return the total number of rows that we have fetched from the query. And then we have min-max that will return the smallest and largest value in a column. These functions are often used with the group by clause to organize the result into a meaningful groups. So now let's see how these functions work with real world data. Imagine we have a sales table with columns like ID, product, quantity and price. As you can see, the row number 1 reflect we have laptop as a product that have 2 quantities and price as 700. Then we have smartphone with 5 quantity and price is 300. Then again laptop with 1 quantity and price is 700. And then we have headphones and again smartphone. As this is the sales table, now let's try to calculate the total sales revenue using the sum function. So for that I will write here query select and I will use sum function, and to find the total revenue I need to multiply quantity with price. So I will write quantity multiply by price, and let me give this some name as total underscore, suppose I want to mention it sales, and let me give the table name from sales table. So let me run this query and you can see the total sales is 4350. So this is the total revenue from all the sales that is present in our sales table. So we have seen how we can use this sum function. Now let's try to use the average function. Let's try to calculate the average price of products that is mentioned in our sales table. So query will be select and I need to use average as a function, and here I need to provide the column name that is price, and let me give this some name as average underscore price from sales table. Let me run this query and it will return the average price that is being 410, as you can see. If I show you the sales table, so you can see we have total price as 700, then we need to sum it with 300, 700 again, then 50 and then 300. So total sum will be it will be 1000, then again 1000, 2050. So if I show you total sum, so we will calculate in that way as well. Select and I can use sum function, and here I will mention price, and we know there are total 5 transaction here, divide by 5 from sales. So if I run this query, you can see it is returning 410 exactly. If I remove this divide by 5, then it will return the total price. So total price is 2050. So you can see our average function is also working perfectly. Now let's find out how many transactions occurred. For that we can use the count function. So I need to write here select, and I will write count 1 from sales table. Let me run this query and you can see it is returning 5 as a big int. So this will indicate there are 5 transactions in total. Now let's try to find out the highest and lowest price present in a sales table under price column. So for that we need to use min-max function. So I will write select max price. It will return the maximum price present in sales table under price column, and let me give this some name as max underscore price. Same way I will find out min price as min underscore price from sales table. So let me run this query and you can see the maximum price it is returning 700 and minimum price is 50. If I show you the sales table, we can verify that as well. So you can see the maximum amount is 700, that is at row number 1, and row number 3 both are equal, and then we have minimum value as 50 at row number 4. So our min max is also working perfectly. If I run it again, you can see maximum price is 700, minimum price is 50. Now let's try to combine the aggregate function with the group by clause. We are going to calculate the total quantity sold for each product. As we know, there are multiple products present in our sales table. If I show you it again, so we have product as laptop, then smartphone and headphone. 3 products we have. Let's try to find out the total products quantity that is present in this table. So let me go to the bottom and I will write select, and first let me mention the table name from sales, and let me create group using group by clause, and I will mention product here because we are creating the group on product. So product, and let me write now column name. First we will fetch the product so that we know which product we are referring, product product, and then we need to find out the quantity, total quantity. So to find out the total quantity we need to use the sum function. So sum, and I will write quantity. Let me give this sum name as total underscore quantity, QTY. Let me run the query, and you can see we got the 3 rows. Smartphone, we have total quantity as 7, then we have laptop with total quantity as 3, and headphone with total quantity as 3 as well. So this groups the data by product and calculate the total quantity sold for each product. Now let's try to use the filtering in this query. We can have the having clause is like a filter for aggregate data. For example, to find out the products where the total quantity sold is greater than 3. As you can see in the screen, we have laptop and headphones with quantity as 3 has been sold, but we want to find out the product which is sold more than thrice. So that is a smartphone. So now let's try to apply the filtering here. So for that I will use having, and I will mention sum, and bracket I need to mention quantity, that is the column name, should be greater than 3. Now if I run this query, it will return only one result. As you can see in the screen, it has written smartphone with total quantity as 7. If I mention less than 3, in that case it will not give me any data. You can see that no data is coming now after running the query. And if I mention it equal to 3, in that case we will get the 2 rows. There we go. You can see laptop and headphone we are getting with quantity 3. So to wrap up, aggregate function like average, sum, count help us to analyze and summarize data. They are often used with the group by clause to organize our result. The having clause allow us to filter aggregate data very effectively. I hope you found this tutorial helpful on aggregate functions. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to Dev Portal for more PostgreSQL tutorial, and comment below your questions and suggestions. Thank you for watching this video. I will see you in the next video where we will explore joins and relationship between the tables. Until next time, happy coding.